Yeah, hello and welcome to another MCO market update on Link. I wanted to take a moment to speak to you about the Link chart. Wanted to share with you some info here on the daily time frame, and then we take a look at the shorter time frame. Let's take a look at the daily chart first. The price has formed what I believe could be a nice flat correction from the March 2024 high. This chart is still one of the I think better looking charts. I mean, with better looking, it's always subjective, but it means that I can identify the sub-wave structures clearly. Yeah, clearly. I've got a 5-wave move up in what I believe is wave 1, and then we had this wave 2 pullback, or rather, and that's actually my preferred interpretation, it's an A-B setup, not a 1-2 setup. Yeah? If it's a 1-2 setup, then it would mean we expect a third wave to play out, a fourth and a fifth. While that's on the chart, I would not really want to, look out that far. I think we focus on the yellow count on this channel, and then if we get that additional 4-5 pattern at some point, then even better. But bear in mind, I mean, this wave 2 started in March 24 and finished in April 25. If it's finished, it's big if, yeah, but at the moment that's the assumption. Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then that wave 4 could also take a year. So I wouldn't necessarily bet on that, rely on that. It will be an exercise of patience, okay? Now, for now, we can focus on what's ahead of us, what's in front of us, and that might be this 5-wave move up here. Whether that is a 5-wave move up in wave C or a 5-wave move up in wave 3 is not so important in the short term. Actually, it doesn't matter at all. We might be able to get some clues which one it is on the wave, because if it's a diagonal pattern that's forming to the upside, it cannot be a third wave, all right? So if we see any choppiness, any ugly movements, specifically in what should be a third of a third wave, then it's likely going to be a choppy diagonal pattern, and that cannot be the white count. It's likely going to be the yellow count, but we don't need to worry about that right now. For now, we can watch for higher prices more directly, at least in the yellow scenario, maybe in the white count. Important markers, or let's say resistance levels on the chart, I mean, it's always the wave 1 high that formed here in 2024 is going to be important, $23. The B wave high, that's a very significant one from December 24, formed around $31. And then the 100% extension level is a very important one. That's at $47.14, 100% extension. If we go any higher, then the $67 level and $84 levels are important. For example, the white count should reach in the third wave at least the 138% extension, at least the $84 level. So that's how we are tracking this stuff on the larger time frame. And if we get 5 waves up in circle wave 1, well, there you go. That would be our confirmation that a low of sorts has formed. At the moment, we can track this as a local low, but is it really a more substantial low? We need a 5-wave move up for that. Now let's take a look at the shorter time frame chart for Link then. And the shorter time frame Chainlink chart shows us what we need to see for this circle wave 1 to form. We've got a smaller degree wave 1 that likely completed here on the 12th of April. That's the current micro count. Wave 2 pullback, 16th of April. And the third wave rally could be unfolding now, potentially targeting $17.30 plus. At least we're heading towards the next Fibonacci levels there. $15.60 could provide some resistance. That's also where we have a previous swing high here from end of March. This swing high that formed around $16. And I mean, if it's a third wave rally, it should get to the 131.8 extension. 138% extension at $17.31, and then from there higher low in wave 4. It would form a higher low. We will provide support then when we get there, but really I needed to get to, I would say, at least 1664 to call it a viable third wave. It's important that these third waves are long enough to really be called viable. So at the moment, for example, the third wave is shorter than the wave 1. It's not great, okay? So we'll see how it plays out. For now, these are the parameters. And I mean, any break below 1288 would tell us something's changing here. And ultimately, I need 5 waves up as shown here so that we can add support for wave 2. As I said, any break below 1288 might indicate something is changing. I mean, from an alternative count point of view, I could always say that this is the A wave. There could be a B wave, a C wave, and it stretches. Everything stretches a little bit. But there's no way of knowing that right now. Okay? And that this is a B wave pullback. I mean, first hint, or for something more bearish, will be a break below that 1288 level. But for now, we focus on what we see right now. That means we're still holding above the red line. We're approaching a Fibonacci zone. There isn't really a setup as such here right now. There could be a setup once the wave 4 shows, or when all 5 waves are completed. The wave 2 could provide a setup for a potential rally to come in the third wave, as I showed you on the larger time frame. Yeah, that's the update on Link. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure to follow us on X, Twitter for additional updates, short-term updates, and much more. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.